Hi there, this is a Sunseeker Manhattan 52 and you might recognise it from a previous video. It's a fantastic boat built in around 2008 and we're going to do another full walkthrough tour because the last one we did, if you've seen it, was the boat was out of the water. Now it's in the water, it's with its new owner, but it's unexpectedly back on the market again with us. So stay tuned for this fantastic walkthrough of this Sunseeker. Hi there, I'm Jonathan Parker from Parker Adams Boat Sales and we're showing you the Sunseeker Manhattan, but we're kind of halfway down the boat because one of the main things this Sunseeker's had done in recent years is has had a full blue hull respray. And as you can see, this is now the end of the season, so we're now into October and this boat has not been polished through the season and you can see it is still like a mirror. It's absolutely beautiful, and whereas boats of this kind of era, the hull is depleting, it's maybe getting a bit UV damage, where this is like a new boat. And I love the Sunseeker lines because they look very modern. This is a very modern looking boat for its age. Sunseeker were quite ahead of its time when it came to design back in that day. But as you come round, the Manhattan 52 has a couple of tricks up its sleeve over the earlier Manhattan 50. One being is it has a hydraulic bathing platform. And there's a button just in here which we can operate it. And this is big enough to get jet skis on, Williams jet ribs on, any sort of toys you want really. And what I like about this platform, I'm not going to go all the way down because of the fenders, but what I like about this, it has steps that also on either side that you can walk down when the platform is completely underwater. So really nice. You can use this for diving, for bathing and for launching and recovering toys. A really nice addition. And there's also a bathing ladder on the side there as well if you don't want to use it. Let's get it back up. There's also good storage on this boat as well, including on the back. There is two big lockers for storage in there. They're quite deep. They've got quite a lot of gear in them at the moment. But again, it's got tools and things in here. Don't know why there's jump leads in there. I think that's for something else. A bit random. And then we can walk up. There's two accesses, one either side. And then we're back into this large cockpit area, which again, if you watched the previous video, you would have seen. I particularly like, though, the fact that these seat backs come down and this then turns into a big lounger. And what Sunseeker do really well is kind of socialising space, lounging space, you know, sunbathing space. So they do that really well, and this is obviously one of the first ones. And then also you can have this sort of midway, or you can have it complete back the way up as well. It also has a nice size. I'm not sure if I was able to show this in the last video because it was used as storage, but in this video has a crew cabin, as you can see, nice single bed, toilet, and also has a washing machine, a washer dryer up on the left hand side there. But all very nice style. Teak all the way through this area. The folding table is particularly neat. Can open and shut. And then we have a nice walk round. You want to follow me around, Nick? Good sized side decks, which lead round to a second sunbathing area up on the front. And again, two nice size cushions. And also you can control the anchor from up here as well. Same size side decks round the front, and then a nice size windscreen with two windscreen wipers. You can turn around, Nick, if you want. You don't have to follow me. I do like the fact there's a nice drain here actually, so when it rains, the water doesn't run onto the decks, it drains out the side. There's also lights around the walkway to light up in the evening, as well as there's lights in this cockpit area around the flooring. There's also has underwater lights at the back as well, so it does light up. So what's really smart is that when the hydraulic platform's in the water, you can light it all up, which is really cool. Should we go upstairs? So we've got these nice Lighting up the steps here as well, up to the flybridge. And again, there's another lounger up here. So this is like the third lounger now. And again, this is a proper sun trap up here. You've got the protection from the wind if you're at anchor from the windscreen. And this is a really nice sun trap. But if I need a drink, it's very easy because I'll just simply lift this. And there's a chest fridge here, as well as hot and cold water sink. And then obviously you've got the upper Helm. So I'll just show you quickly. Loads of seating as well in a row here. So there's enough for 3 or 4 people along here for travelling. And we've obviously got the nice array of Raymarine gear. So we've got the 12-inch plotter up here, as well as autopilot. It's an open away radar on the top there, as well as you can see the 2 domes. It says satellite television as well with Raymarine. But again, even this wood finish on here is all in really nice condition. There's no UV damage on this at all. This also has the benefit of bow and stern thrusters. With a remote control as well. So the remote control is really, really useful for docking, and I've handled this boat myself in the past, and I can do it single-handed just because of that bow and stern thruster remotes. Makes life very, very easy. If you go to the back, there's a lovely curved seating area for loads of people. The table folds as well, so you can make it smaller for easier to get around if you want to. Nice surface here. This is particularly nice because if you are dining up here and you have like a hot pot or something like that, you can bring it up and put it onto this surface, as it can take a hot pan, and we can serve sort of family style around the table up here. Really nice area to be, especially here where we are today, because we're actually up in Essex today. So this boat was purchased and brought round to Essex, and we're up here. You can sort of see the scenery. It's very quiet marina, but a lovely spot to be. All right, should we carry on? I think a life raft can be put there onto that little shelf there if need be. Let's pop down. There's storage actually underneath all this seating. So under that seating, this seating, all the way round, there's storage as well as even in the side of the table there. Engine access is quite good. The engine you want to see inside. I'm going to show you the engine first. All right, engine action is really nice, easy access. And there's even a ladder that goes all the way down. And then there's even a big light in here, so you can light up all down here. And this has twin Mann engines. They're about 815 horsepower each. But they're lovely, smooth running, quiet as well when they're running in here. We have a generator up the back as well that powers all the air conditioning units. So this has reverse cycle air conditioning. It's just a really easy engine room to get around and do all your servicing and such like. So it's a nice space. Let's pop back up. This boat will cruise at around up to about 30 knots. This does do about 35 knots. Flat out, so it's a quick boat as well, which means that your cruising speed is up to 30 knots, so that's a really nice speed, sort of from around 25 to 30 knots to actually get places, and with economy as well. Right, here we are into the saloon. So this is another seating area. Obviously the door opens quite wide, and again a nice social seating area. This table does fold open and then twist round, so you can have a much larger as well if you want to be for breakfast or dinner in here as well. It's simply a very simple way of doing that. And we also have a this is a mix of television as well as glasses cabinet as well, and a drinks cabinet. So you've got a lovely drinks cabinet. There's got an upgraded Fusion RA770 there. And then a nice little trick, the TV pops out on an electric motor. Not going to do all the way because the video will be very long if we do that. But I just love the way it neatly goes away. So you can use this as a surface or as a television. But the RA770 is a nice touch. It does have a Bluetooth remote with it as well, so we can walk around the boat, turn the volume up and down. We can also use our phone with the app with the Fusion as well, if you didn't know. It has a Bose system as well. which works off the speakers. It's got 2 Bose systems on this boat. There's one in the main cabin as well as this has got the Sky TV as well, which is hence one of the domes on the top. A bit more storage in there. Nice carpets throughout, nice condition. With the Manhattan 52, you get this additional double seat forward facing, which is quite nice because one of the places that's really nice to drive this boat from is down below. It's a really nice high-tech sort of feeling area down here. You really feel like you're in control as the captain. It feels more like you're driving a little ship. But what I do like about this position is that we're forward of the middle of the boat. So what I mean by that is when we look out the front, it feels more like a 40-footer to drive. The bow's quite low, so your bow doesn't get in the way when you're driving along, and you get quite good visibility. So I do like driving this down below. Very easy controls with these electronic controls from Mann. And again, bow and stern thruster controls to hand, as well as you've got another 12-inch Raymarine and everything you need, all the switches. This even has an electric window on the side as well. Don't know if it's on. Oh, there it is. So all the mod cons. Again, and it's a double helm seat as well. And this is your remote control for the bow and stern thruster. Ice maker in here. So not only do we have a fridge upstairs, we've got an ice maker here. And then that leads down into the galley. Again, it goes from the carpet to a nice wooden floor, and nice condition as well, into this lovely, what you'd kind of want to see in a boat of this size, a nice big galley with lots of storage cupboards. We've got a combi oven, microwave there, and a three burner sort of induction hob, as well as what I do like, which I don't think I mentioned in the last video, all this crockery was built for Sunseeker, and we've got it in here, so it's all fitted into a particular area, but it's all Royal Dalton cutlery that Sunseeker chose at the time, so it's really neat. Glasses as well are Sunseeker glasses, which is cool. It has another aircon unit down here, so you've got an aircon unit in the saloon, one in the galley area, and then in the cabins as well. So very smart. Talking of cabins, let's go through. So this is the VIP cabin, I would say. So your guest cabin, your main guest cabin. Again, it's got its own aircon unit. Loads of cupboard storage as well, as there's drawers underneath the bed and a hanging wardrobe as well with a full-length mirror, which I can see myself full in. I don't know if you know, I'm 6 foot tall, so there's loads of headroom in here as well as if I jump on the bed, there's a nice, lovely size island bed with a hatch above as well, which you can open for ventilation, as well as the big side windows. These are quite big side windows. So put my hand on it, look, you can sort of appreciate the scale. My hands are, I wouldn't say they're big, but they're not small. Again, nice, completely nice. And there's a television as well. So there's a TV in each cabin as well, built in. So actually built in, not just hung off the wall. So I like that. And then we can go through into the Jack and Jill doors. So it's ensuite to that main bedroom, as well as it's the day heads as well for guests, and a really nice layout. The vacuum flush fresh toilet, so fresh toilet flush into a holding tank. You do have the option of pumping out to sea as well, either directly or via the holding tank. And then storage in here. Obviously, someone's sorting toilet roll at the moment. 2 shelves, quite deep as well. So half an hour length deep. As well as the showers themselves. Again, I'm 6 foot, so there's loads of space in here. And the doors so easily. I love these Perspex screen doors. They're very easy to use and keep clean as well. Nice mechanism. And it feels very modern in here. I do like the modern touches of the tabletop sink. It's just nice styling that Sunseeker did. Even the finishes now, you don't really see these proper jointed finishes and curves. You don't see that on the modern boats now. And so this sort of era, sort of the late 2000s, is when it kind of all switched and you started losing all this really nice cabinetry, and they haven't really, maybe they've only just started realising that that's what they need to do now in these luxury boats, but this had it at the time and it was slightly lost. There's a TV on the wall again in here, so this is the bunk cabin. I'll just jump on because it's this, if I lay down, you can see my legs are straight, so it is a full length, so I could actually sleep in here as well as the other bunk as well. And this other bunk, it looks not as wide, but it's just the shape of the hull, so it actually goes out a little bit, and it just gives you a bit more room, so it doesn't feel so enclosed when you're on this bunk. And again, quite nice storage under here, as well as there's another big hanging wardrobe, and it is a big one, as well as there's 2 drawers under that as well. So there's storage everywhere. All your switches for all your electronics are in this cupboard. You can see in there. Even to the generator start stop as well. And there's a nice storage area here as well. This can be used as another place to put an additional fridge or wine fridge. Yeah, which is a good idea. There is mains power in here as well, so it's very easy to pop something in here to be a complement to the main fridge freezer in the galley, which I forgot to mention, but it's a full length fridge freezer. So fridge, freezer. So a full size fridge freezer in here. But obviously, if you've got a big family and you're out on all the time, having additional wine storage is never a bad thing. And then we're into the main cabin. And again, this sort of period of boat, it's very rare to find full width mid cabins. And if you do, they're normally compromised with headroom. But you can see here, I can actually walk all the way around this bed, because it's only this drop bit over the bed which restricts the headroom. A nice vanity area. It's even got a nice stool that you can sit. There's another Bose system in this cupboard, as well as there's a safe as well underneath. But again, you've got these lovely windows out to the side. The central one's opening, nice blinds as well, and you've got this lovely island bed. Very comfortable bed to be, and being able to look out either side. There's always one side that will be out to the sea, out to water. It's very nice in the morning to wake up to that, have a nice cup of coffee on the side. And this has its own ensuite as well, and I'd say this is actually slightly bigger than the other one. The shower room has this additional sort of extra little seating, so it actually feels wider in here than the other one. So it is a nice size shower. Has an extractor fan, as does the other one as well. And again, the same sort of styling as the other ensuite. So all in all, very nice. And you have these modern materials, which again was ahead of its time for just these finishes and the way it's designed. So this Sunseeker, although it's a 2008 model, it really feels like a modern boat. Right, I think that's probably about it, isn't it? Yeah, we won't talk any more on this one. Let's say this is the second video we've done now. I just wanted to sort of just refresh it with you. But it's available now. It is over in Essex, so if you did want to see it, you're going to have to travel up to here. But it's a fantastic boat, a fantastic price, and it's available now. So come and see it, parker-adams.co.uk for more details. Give us a call if you want to arrange a viewing. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.